Where do you suppose your last cell phone ended up after you were done with it? E-waste is the world's fastest growing solid waste stream, and it's estimated that in 2019, humans generated over 50 million tons of e-waste. And what about renewable technology? It too contributes to the world's e-waste problem. This video is brought to you by DroneQuote, helping people buy solar, batteries, and roofing through education. If you enjoyed this content and feel we earned it, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It's estimated that the average American produces 46 pounds of e-waste annually. But what exactly does that mean, and what is considered e-waste? Chances are high that you're touching something electric right now. So it goes without saying, devices are everywhere, meaning many things you touch daily will one day become e-waste. Today, I used a microwave, opened the fridge, typed on a keyboard, did a load of laundry, sweat on a Stairmaster, wore AirPods, used a remote control, text on my phone. You see where I'm going with this. Many daily items are electric, and where you have electric devices, you can also find heavy metals, various chemicals, or other types of pollutants. Sadly, only a small fraction of e-waste is recycled in the United States. Oh no! Estimates suggest that the recycling rate for e-waste in the US is around 15 to 20%. This means that the vast majority of e-waste still ends up in landfills. However, with conventional e-waste, there are means to recycle discarded gadgets. While the green energy industry is seen as environmentally friendly, clean energy has a dirty side too. Like everything else, nothing lasts forever, and that's the dirt with clean energy. During its useful life, green energy earns its name for the most part, but manufacturing green energy components creates waste and emissions like anything else. But it's the end of life of these green energy products where they are not so green. Solar panels become complex e-waste containing various materials and potentially hazardous substances. Wind turbine blades are primarily made from fiberglass or carbon fiber, and recycling them is challenging, so they often end up in landfills. Energy storage systems, typically used alongside clean energy, are also chock full of manganese, lead, cadmium, and lithium. While these green energy electronics have relatively long lifespans, everything ends eventually. But capitalism, being what it is, seems to have risen to the challenge. And it seems not a moment too soon, given that renewable energy generation has grown from 10 terawatt hours in 2002 to 434 terawatt hours in 2022. In other words, there's a lot of renewable energy e-waste on the horizon. So what's to be done about it? A solar panel is made of aluminum, glass, copper wire, polymer layers, silicon solar cells, and plastic. Glass composes most of the weight of solar panels, and glass recycling is already a well-established industry. Other easily recyclable materials include the aluminum frame, copper wire, and plastic. Today, many of these components are being recycled by one of the largest solar panel recyclers in the US, aptly named We Recycle Solar. And get this, the Renewable Energy Agency claims solar recycling will be a $450 million industry by 2030. Wind turbines that come to end of life are also prime candidates for recycling, as 96% of wind turbine is made from recyclable materials. Even though an average blade is massive, coming in at about 165 feet in length, a company called Carbon Rivers has received funding from the Department of Energy to recycle wind turbine blades through their entity, Windfall Incorporated. Their planned facility, they anticipate processing 5,000 to 7,000 blades each year that would otherwise go to a landfill. And what about energy storage batteries? Although the lithium recycling industry is nascent, it does exist, and they do be doing it. According to the EPA, 1 ton of battery-grade lithium can come from 250 tons of ore, 750 tons of brine, or 28 tons of lithium-ion battery. B2U storage solutions are taking one step out of the process by simply repurposing old EV batteries for energy storage. They note that EV batteries are great for storage because the demands are much lower and the battery components are less taxed. With that kind of effort towards recycling renewable energy e-waste, the title green energy seems more fitting. However, even if green energy waste were 100% recyclable, it could still be dirty. But wait, how is green energy still dirty even if components were all recycled? Well, I'm no physicist, but as far as I understand energy, where there's energy used, there's an expectation of waste. While renewable energy typically renews, harnessing that power requires effort, which eventually pollutes. Your solar panels had to be trucked, your battery chemicals mined, and your wind turbine manufactured. That's no different than your natural gas refined, your gasoline transported, or any other form of energy you use that has some kind of environmental cost. And that's just how it is. The truth is, no energy solution is perfect. However, we can make more intelligent choices by knowing the trade-offs. But can we even reach a point where our energy has zero impact on the planet? I think 100% green energy is impossible, and I'll tell you why in this video. I think I've made an irrefutable case to that point. Until then, hasta la vista, baby.